Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Isles of Sea and Sky, where we're here. We're here at this puzzle. When I loaded the game up, it just had us on that final screen standing in front of the pedestal, and I was able to walk away, so I just jumped on the turtle, ran us over to here to grab our amulet piece here. I don't know why this one looks like an amulet to me and the others don't. I think it's because the top is an arrow, but this dark crystal piece here. So obviously, it would be tremendously helpful if we had a traversable path here. One thing I'm not sure of that maybe is worth testing is if I put myself in position. Okay, so we don't necessarily have to get the box over here. If we put ourselves in position to be hurled by a tornado into a one space gap, we will still cape over it. That is very interesting. How do we take advantage of it? How do we get set up for that? I guess it shouldn't really be that complicated, right? Like, obviously we need to do this, and then I have to get an air elemental to push me into the chain. I guess we can ring that. I don't know that it's super important, but I should only need one elemental with me to set that up, right? Okay, from this position. And now if I just... Yeah, that's way easier than I thought that was going to be. Holy crow, that's easy. Now, the question is, what's that other Eye of Horus doing, right? Okay, I guess that's what it's doing. So there's a second way around that seems honestly harder to... I guess if you don't have the cape yet. I mean, whatever. The important thing is we did it, so let's get the hell out of here. It's a very small amount of slightly deep enough to kill you water. Okay, so the only thing to do now is to go back to this whirlpool. Takes us over to that side, right? Yes, it does. I am absolutely sometimes remembering the things that we need to do. Okay, I still actually do need some assistance with forming a bridge here. Okay, so I remember this looking more like the egg thing. I thought it had the swirly pattern on. I don't know. The important thing is we're here and we brought our crystals. Okay, and now I have become the lightning shadow man. Okay. So when we get close to the portals, they turn into blocks. And we can move them around. Or not the portals, what seemed to be black holes previously. This is really weird and conspicuous, right? This like 2-tile flipper swimmable area leading to a tree trunk that is like everything else around here is using the same rock graphic, but that's unique. It's very strange to me. So now that that's true, I still can't necessarily solve all my problems like that. But how would I... Oh, I can just jump over this. Right, but that's not actually the problem. The problem is, how do I make use of... I mean, it feels like I need to get this thing down, or... Because we could go summon a shadow clone, but I don't... Like, what is the utility of that at this point? I guess I gotta push this down here so that poor shadow clone can actually get across the gap here. Trying to... Okay. Doing a really bad job of making this work. I've completely lost my ability to guide this dude. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to stress about a star right now. We can come back later. I'm not particularly interested. Like, this is just a star as well, right? A single star. What's more interesting to me is that there was a part of this island we couldn't cross before. Screens to which we did not have access. That we now definitely will. Although, yeah, it's still the case that not everything is entirely trivial. Like, that star is still going to be a little bit of a problem. Okay, whatever. Let's just go to the new screen. Alright. Very curious. This is a heart. Sort of, except there's definitely some stuff building up through it. It's a little bit more in pieces than you would generally like to see. Okay, and there's puzzles here where we could earn additional stars. But this is, for me at this point, this is absolutely just a get across puzzle. Cannot open the map on this screen. That doesn't seem useful. This seems like I need a friend to help me out. Can you turn him into a block for me? You can indeed. What is next? Well, that's problematic, actually. Oh, right. You can get through there when... Yeah, when I'm not linked to... When I'm not close enough to the space, those are traversable. Okay, so you can ring that. And then I can walk over here and remove this permanently, which is handy. And then... There we go. I can get you hooked under there, which allows me to freely walk up and I guess delete your ass. And then my own ass. Take that. Yeah, that's not ideal, obviously. Hold on. I probably don't want to get this guy killed by a pillar, as much as that is funny. Because we need to guide him through there safely, right? That's the... But that requires us to get a lot closer in terms of... Here we go. Me going up is... I need to get higher up. There we go. Alright, so I can... It's a little bit inconvenient. I managed to like resync us in exactly the worst possible way. What is going to be the right way to undo the damage here? Okay. The problem is that if I step left, like there are two problems here, right? I can't use a block to hold anything down. Maybe I'm approaching this wrong. There's no way for me to step left. I'm looking at this. I'm not actually sure how to do it exactly. Because any place where it's cute that they fake falling asleep when I fall asleep. Look at the expression on his face. I guess it can be him guiding me through. Yeah, that could be the case. How do I actually make that work? We have such a limited amount of space here. It's actually really hard to... But if I could get the shadow clone up onto the button above us, like I think it's actually easier to do it that way, right? Because we get into the position. Well, you know what? I'm across here. I'm looking at the stars and the gongs and stuff, but we actually did get across. I said the thing I cared about was getting across. I mean, is this whole thing just... Is this whole island... Oh, that's interesting. He just deletes them. What about when you shoot through... Okay. When they're incorporeal, the fire just goes straight through. I'm wondering if it's just bonus stars or if there's some, if there is like legitimately other stuff to get. All right, is it useful to destroy these? I mean, what would I be doing with them, right? All right, if I step on this thing over here, what can we get this guy to do that is of value? I wonder... if it's possible to get him to like be in the middle of the group of black holes when I start materializing them. Because like he could in theory push, like be in like the middle square, the middle tile of that square, while I manifest the right side of the square by getting just close enough, and then he could push one of those blocks out. And pushing one of those blocks out is not like amazing, but obviously if he could push enough of them out, it could be interesting potentially. The problem here is I have to figure out a way to get him to a position where this can happen. I need our sync to be just like slightly different. Well, the other thing I could do is just have him push the fire elementals while I am close enough for them to deal damage. Oh. No, that's problematic. Yeah, I don't want you to push that into the black hole. I want you to make fire. Okay, this is a little non-optimal. It's actually very difficult to get him lined up here. Trying to think about how I'm going to, because I need to be where that rock is, right? Well, I guess I can move left here. We could desync by one space this way. And then yeah, the problem is I'm like really far away from him. Yeah, I don't want to be like, I don't want to be manifesting the block he's walking into. I want to be allowing him, yeah, to do like that kind of thing. Although actually, I don't know how helpful that is. Damn it, I can't make it manifest again. Shoot. Yeah, you gotta be really close to him. Like really close to him. If I could be one tile further away. Not an easy task. Like adjusting our relationship by a single tile is not an easy task, I mean. This is really challenging, actually. It's very difficult to get. So we need things to be manifesting at the right moments. Like, what do I actually need done? What needs to happen for me to be able to just get out of the puzzle? I guess like one of the answers is if I could come in from the other side, this would be a lot easier. So can I make that happen? Coming in from the other side absolutely requires you to solve all of the gogs. Okay. Can I? Trying to get this one guy over here to the bronze gong. Okay. So that's one done. I guess I probably didn't need that. But now that that's done, I wonder how easy is it going to be the answer is not very. Okay, now I need to desync from you a little bit. Alright. Okay, so now we can get a water elemental out here. I've used our shadow clone to produce water elemental. Is that a helpful thing to do at all? I don't know, but the little dude's here for a reason, right? Like there's got to be some good reason that this guy is here. Hey, here's a question, totally unrelated to the puzzle at hand. If I try to jump over this block in this situation, does it push the water elemental or do I just die? Oh, it removes the water elemental from existence. I splash him too good. Hold on, I'm not sure I want that. I'm not sure I want this shadow clone dead. So like one way that we could deal with this potentially is, well, no, never mind. I was gonna say we could put this block on here and then have one of the bodies right. That works, doesn't it? I was gonna say have one of the bodies push the block to the left so that it, comes off the switch and then gets destroyed. But actually, I think the right answer here is, as I'm trying to like navigate the shadow clone and everything. I think the right answer here is to get him into that middle space and then walk to the side far enough away that the box stops being corporeal. That's what the answer is. I just had to figure out a way to do that. I probably don't want to kill that thing, right? Once again, trying like really, really hard to just desync. Could you maybe stop doing that? The problem with this is it requires both of us to be pretty far over there to the left. I don't think... It's not easy to do. Okay, here we go. So this allows me to make up a lot of the distance. We're like almost there. I need to be desynced from him a little bit more. Vertically as well, or rather there has to be like a very specific amount of sync. I guess one thing I could be doing with the water elemental, if I hadn't let it get pushed all the way into the corner there, is I could be using it to maybe using it as a blocker, right? Okay, there we go. Now I can get him stuck way down here. need to desync from... Okay, I need to be able to press down twice more. I'm working it out. I'm working it out. It's obviously a little tedious. I apologize. Okay, so I have to be this close in order for the block to be corporeal. This block being here is a real problem, and unfortunately there's literally nothing I can do about it. I mean, I guess what I could do about it is I could get my friend here. I got myself in a terrible position. Alright, if we spawn a clone, we get the clone to walk through that. I'm going to get rid of this box entirely, actually. Ugh, I need this to be like... Huh, what did I do here? How did I make this blue shadow clone? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that's a water elemental copy of a shadow clone, right? Okay. So walk in here, step down there. Let me get closer. Actually, I need to step up and then sideways. Yeah, here we go. Okay, now I have a tremendous amount of control over this situation. Okay, we use this as the box that holds this down. This has a huge benefit in that it allows me to desync my movements from this guy a little bit better. I think I really like leaving that bronze obstruction in place too. Well, that's interesting. When I do the leap over the pit, he only moves one space. So if you had a spot where you had a pit, damn it, that's exactly the wrong distance. If you had a spot where you had a pit that you could walk around, you could use that to adjust your position relative to them very effectively. Okay. So I need to be... Okay. I need one tile further away from him. Or one tile closer to him. I need this thing to break slightly differently. So I need to be... But because of the ordering of events, it seems like, if I desync our vertical positions by one, it doesn't actually solve the problem. Because he ends up Yeah, he ends up not moving. So I need to be... Is this possible? This might not be possible. They may have placed the blocks in this area specifically so you cannot do the thing I'm trying to do here. I think they have. Yeah, that's frustrating. Well, okay, so maybe let me back it up like 100 steps. Maybe the idea is this block, like this is basically right, except the block needs to be on the other button. I think potentially that'll work. It'll give us a greater ability to move away from the block to control our move away, because right now our move away is extremely limited. Gosh, how far back? How big is the, how generous is the tracking on the undo stack? Here we go. Okay. So if that's the case, I need you to push this up one more time. I'm a little shocked that that worked. Okay. So I need to be this close at least. This is tricky because there's just not a lot of room for me to like. There it is. Okay, so I can't do it that way. I need to. A little further out here. Okay, so that does a couple of really important things. First of all, that. Secondly, it gets me a star, and I think we're done with that. I don't think we need to spawn that fool. And now, obviously, it'd be tremendously helpful if we could get down there and get that other one. But I'm gonna have to do that by proxy. Oh my god, the conditions. They're just, you know... Trying so hard to get a little bit desynced from this guy so that I can... Okay, you know what? I've got myself into a worse place. I definitely don't want him all the way over here. I just need to get him around the corner. Once I get him around that little corner, things are going to be so much easier. But I'm having a really hard time doing it. All right. Right, because now I need to go up. Okay. If I come all the way over here... Okay, so now I want to hit left and then... Sorry, I want to hit left and then up and then you go like... Nope, that doesn't work. I need to press... I need to get him like under that little foothold. Actually, if I just push this onto here and then... Oh, right. it does not copy the block because I'm not close enough to the block for it to be a block right now. Oh my god, this other dude's very annoying. There we go. That was a difficult screen. Having solved it and now being able to enter this from here, obviously I can just walk through this. And it looks like we may have reached a dead end. So yeah, at this point, I believe it looks to me like there's nowhere else to go. It looks to me like this area exists only for picking up stars. So what am I missing? I was assuming we were going to get to a place where there was like a another turtle, or, you know, and not that I don't want more stars, but like traversal is my primary concern. I appreciate that, like, once you fully solve this screen, it is finished. So there's this weird heart. I don't really know what to make of this. You know, the vein cluster to my left and two above me sort of look like birds, don't they? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I don't know. Maybe that's not useful. Ah, how do you like it? Yeah, that's... I'm trying to think. We've never seen something like that on another island, have we? But like there are obviously other places to go. I mean, have we seen another Stargate anywhere? Like, in theory, we should be able to go anywhere and do anything at this point. This is the island that we got the green amulet on. I'm trying to think if there's ever been a place where there was like a black hole blocking us. It is possible, I suppose. I really wasn't thinking this before, but looking at the situation now, it is possible that the way to move on is by getting all of the gems, getting 11 gems in each color. Okay, this island we definitely finished. And I wonder... See, this is frustrating because there is so obviously something behind there. It's like, why doesn't this rock just move aside? There's a path and it goes somewhere. So yeah, if it's not get all the gems, then I don't know what it would be. What else we could possibly be missing? Because at this point we actually have gotten all of the other significant things, right? Like, this island is... I kind of wish that there was I kind of wish that there was a thing you could check like a flag for each island. It's like, do you have all the stuff here? I get why they wouldn't want to do such a thing, but it sure would be helpful to me. So yeah, we've done everything here. I think we've cleared this island now. I think we've done all of the everything there is to be done here. Well, okay. Not everything. I did ring this, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Three coins for a single star seems a little bit steep, but or three keys for a single star seems a little bit steep, but I guess at a certain point there's not anything else to spend keys on. And obviously I'm favoring the small islands. Okay, notice no red glow in the eyes of the snakes. I think we did the only thing there was to do here. I mean, this island, as much as it is a huge pain in the ass, this island does have an awful lot of gems left on it. I'm coming around to the thinking that that's what it is. And I'm not opposed to solving the puzzles on that other island looking for gems or anything. It's just not the phase of the game that I'm in right now. In my mind. In my head, that's not what we're into. Hey, this is something. Hold on now. Never mind. It's not. It looked like it was going to be something, but it was a lie. That's harsh. Alright, did we ring this all the way? Oh, no, okay, we did. I thought we were still looking for one more island for that. Okay, well, that's why I hadn't done that yet. We gained something. Ah, flute. Flute for bird? Big bird? Yeah, big bird. Woo. Select a location. Oh, okay. Wait. Is this new? This is new. Okay, the thing I needed to do was go and press against that rock, even though I thought I hadn't yet unlocked it all the way, because I was wrong about having not unlocked it all the way. I don't know why I thought I'd only rung 3 big gongs. Where is the... There's a path over here. I see this eye. Is it the rock? It's not the rock. Curious. The eye just like suggests a general area, right? Is it in the wall? It's not in the wall. I wonder if I can walk in the water around the edge here. Nope. No, it turns out no. Huh. Well, that's curious. The snake eyes are red and everything, but it seems not to be accessible. Perhaps there is yet something that I do not know. Well, here's an island with boxes of different colors. Oh, I see. Yeah, all right. I get it. I understand the idea. What was my plan? How was I going to do this? So... The idea here is we want to use... I was trying to push that purple block down into the gap there, but obviously that's not the thing. What I need to do is push the red block into that gap. So, like... push down the purple block on the ledge above us. We'll put down that column. Then I can push the red crate. Okay. Up, up, right, right. I'm gonna need to push it. Yeah, so let's give it a little bit of breathing room. So now we have to go up, up again. So let me actually undo a little bit of progress. Let me try to buy myself some more space here. That's incredibly annoying. Okay. So I push this down. All right, so how about from here? Up, up, left, left, up, up, right. And now I can push this down a little bit without breaking anything. Up and right. There we go. Now we've got that in there, so I can break this. And then we probably just want to reset the puzzle. We try to move the box on the top ledge there onto this button. So I can walk around. Oh, you know what? Also, I didn't actually... I could have just caped this. I gotta remember, I have a cheat button for at least some of the mechanics, some of the time. This is interesting. How do you reach the top area here? And why is there a fire? Okay, well, this is interesting. We're gonna go... We don't have the red eyes from the snake. We do have red eyes from the snake here. So there's a secret pushable somewhere. There's a path. There's a way. And I'm sure it has to do with that. Maybe if I wonder if it involves getting getting boxes into those spaces directly south of where the upper purple box is. I think it's worth a shot. Let's really try to check it out. Okay, so just gonna repeat a little bit of what we just did. All right. I did a better job corralling the position of the upper purple block this time. So this time we should have a pretty easy walk with the red block. So I just want to push it into here, right? And then actually I'm curious if this will be good enough to let me... It is indeed. I just need to be able to jump over. So there wasn't actually an indication of where the secret was, but there was kind of like... Logically, there was sort of only one place it could be, which I guess is good enough. Okay, that's something. That's something else. Alright, what about this whirlpool? Where does this go? Interestingly, it goes up here. Which doesn't actually... Huh. I guess there really wasn't that much. But now we've cleared out the, Aha. Hold on, there's something going on here. I can't quite seem to... But, like, this is something, right? Neither upright, left, and down... Well, right does something, but, you know, in this situation, yeah, nothing happens. I'm expecting something to happen and nothing is happening. There's clearly an island there. There's clearly a thing that's meant to be accessed. Is there anything else I can do with this? I mean, like, I know there are these spots on the other big islands. None of these are new information. But there is that island in the lower left. There's something going on with it. And there's still some kind of secret on this screen. But the thing is, like, what would it even be? What would it do? I think I have pushed on every tile here. Every tile on the entire screen? No. But every tile that's, like, even kind of over there. Now I'm going to push on every tile on the entire screen. Okay, it just turns out this is maneuverable. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, a 10th one of those. Not actually useful. And sadly, it is not, in fact, a way over to what appears to be a secret island. Yeah, it's so weird that it's... I mean, it's definitely something, right? How do we... I guess maybe not. I guess maybe it's nothing, you know? Like, it could just be a weird little... But like, it feels like there's an intentionally... It feels like that cloud there is like trying to obscure something, doesn't it? But yeah, I guess all the whirlpools connect. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we found everything except we haven't collected all the stars, obviously. Okay, well, I mean, there is that to do. There is, of course, a little bit of key gathering and stuff. The ice island, in particular, is pretty unfinished. I think I'm going to go ahead and call this here for today. We have discovered some stuff, and in particular, we've discovered a method of fast travel that I wish I had figured out how to get a hold of earlier. When you come back next time, I suppose we'll be using it to go to that ice island and see if we can't finish things off. Come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.